Hello everyone, welcome today again in the new market update. So far so good. We read the market very well. If you saw my yesterday video, you definitely saw Worldcoin. Let me get into the chart. I will show you what is happening. Maybe let's start with the BTC. So I told you I'm waiting finally for this monthly level to see what is going to happen over here around this area. Everyone I know is getting wrecked in this consolidation. Everyone is saying like it's too big drop, we need to revert at some point, and this and that. It's not even close to the true. Market can be irrational as long as it wants. So that's the first thing. So maybe we can cover a little bit of the psychology of the markets as well. So like everyone was shorting the rise on BTC when we were rising from 16,000 to 120, right? Like everyone was waiting for the, I will show you on the chart how it looks like. So people, when they caught like a bad side, then the market is just using them here, shorting, wrecked, shorting, wrecked. Here, if they switch to longs, wrecked. And then this move, and here people were like, okay, I have it, finally, let's short it. We go for a new low, and then boom, market reverse. And here they were still shorting here, okay. When the price started moving here and moved above the high, everyone switched to longs, and they were longing. Oh, swing failure pattern, let's long. Boom, they destroyed them. And also a lot of people longed over here. So the market is very strong player you are playing against. A lot of people were texting me here that we will make new all-time high and everything. I was like, definitely not. So I just want to tell you that you need to play with the trend. For now, trend is bearish. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, this is like the basic which we need to monitor on the chart. Sorry for the mess, but I need to have a lot of different small levels which are not very important, but it gives me a better picture of what is happening with the price. Locally yesterday we had a range. We were showing the weakness. We couldn't break this high. First of all, Asia sessions couldn't break this high. This was the Asia session. London made this retracement. The New York session couldn't even break the Asian high. So very big weakness in the chart. Here we created the range. Yes, fake out, move out of the range, come back. Definitely, I do believe that we bounced from the point of control. Almost. Let's maybe see this as a whole range. Yeah, so we bounced around the POC and we saw a rejection today in the morning. And what is happening now at this moment on the chart, maybe let's think about it like we create here a range. Okay, let's call it our volume range. As long as we are below POC, it's bearish. It's simply bearish. Here is value area low, 62,400. Before London, we made a swing failure pattern of the low, so it shows us that we are clearly in the range. Okay, you see liquidity sweep, come back, retest, boom. So from the range perspective, if it's the low of the range, this is the high of the range, this is the next pivot we need to monitor, okay, as potential liquidity grab. This is not previous day low, this is here. Let's see on the daily chart, we are printing only red candles. In my opinion, it's gray, but those are bearish candles. Nothing has changed so far. Yeah, so as I said, first liquidity from the downside taken out. we came back. I just want to delete this, or maybe let's leave it 1 second. Let's keep it for now. This is not needed. Local low to high golden pocket, possible rejection from here. We need to wait and see how this 30-minute candle will close. This fair value gap, we lost it, we cannot close above it, so at the moment it's bearish. From this move we are trying now to test this golden pocket as support. Let's see how it goes, but I still keep in mind that we have this level 60,652. I already see this is very normal in this stage. We are very close to the low, which is around this area from February. When we are that close to the low, a lot of people start to change their bias from longs to shorts. So what market is doing now, it's showing very big weakness. Okay, people don't understand it as a liquidity grab. Now even what we can expect is another very bearish move to the downside, and since you have here the low, a lot of people will try to join the party before breaking the low. Okay, so the idea, we have a couple of different ideas. We might either go to these lows again and bounce from 652 without taking out the low, because then you will have a lot of trapped shorts over here, in this whole move to the downside, and then it's a very nice liquidity to take it out with even small move, preferably to 67,777, something around this area. I want to see what is going to happen around this zone. This is very important for me zone, 67,700, and this would liquidate all these shorts. Yes, that's enough move. Let's see in percentage wise. Let's say from here, yeah, almost 9%. So this will be enough for market makers to liquidate most of the shorts and also to trigger trailing stop losses. Okay, so those are the things we need to keep in mind. Ethereum very weak, 6% to the downside, broke below the low, continuation. So if you watch my previous videos, I told you what's my next target, right? My next target is 1,357, or let's check it on the chart again. Where is it? Yeah, this 1,384 at least. We need to take out this liquidity from this low over here. This will happen sooner or later. It will happen. We can see that on Ethereum we break below this low from February, not only once. We broke yesterday this low, and today we see the continuation. So it looks very bearish at Ethereum. Solana as well. I know a lot of people were longing, buying spot. Now we are breaking the low and continue to the downside. I will switch shortly to US tech. You remember my short from here. So what happened, we started moving to the downside, and yesterday, I have even it on the chart. Okay, you can see we rejected from the golden pocket area. You can see we were trying to break it but couldn't. Liquidity sweep, boom. So now because yesterday we hold this resistance level as support, but today we broke below and it starts to look more bearish than yesterday, because yesterday we saw these weak rejections. Today we haven't seen it, just saw break below it, retest, and we might see the continuation. We already started printing lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, liquidity sweep and new low. So very important to keep this in mind, that stock market might also see some cool off in the following days. And my favorite one, Worldcoin, I gave you those exact setups. So short from here, take profit, break even, and stop loss at the break even. It was enough. Yesterday we had this update when we were around this area, I think on this candle, when there was this rejection. I told you I'm not shorting this. I'm waiting for the daily level, and as you can see, the patience is key. First of all, we made a move up, come back, retest. This is your entry, this is your stop loss, and then let's see how much you could make from here. 20% to the downside. So it's more than enough to make money, especially let's see on the, this was your entry, stop loss, and take profit. 2 to 1. That's enough. That's enough to make money. Every single day 2 to 1 will make you a millionaire at some point. And here is very important to cover one thing. Like, I see a lot of people, they want to change their lives in one trade. One trade will make it all. Doesn't work like this. This is constant work every day. This is about risk management, thinking about your money wisely, investing, saving, and also you need to treat trading as a vehicle to generate additional money, and this money then needs to be allocated wisely to multiply it and retain it. I saw so many people making crazy amounts of money and trading, then didn't withdraw anything, blowing up whole accounts, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So don't be the same person as these people. Like, be smart. Even taking out every day $100 is better if it's invested wisely and retained over a longer period of time than making 1 million and then blowing it off. Okay, so this is regarding trading, investing. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It's about how much money you can retain, how this money can influence other people to make their life better, and also how this money impacts you, because the money cannot destroy you. So coming back to Worldcoin, this was the setup for a short. Okay, you see this magic line, we are bouncing from here all the time. For me now, there is no trade. It still can push up. I don't know why, but I think it can even make like 300% from the low. Worldcoin is a really wild token. When it starts moving, it starts moving. So let's see 300% here. Yeah, to take almost all of those highs. It will liquidate all the shorts. A lot of people will start joining the party above those highs. So definitely for me it was like intraday play, but I'm not touching it. Zcash, there is a lot of interest lately. Oh my goodness. Zcash. Wow. Wow. Okay. It looks very interesting. How much drop in 2 days? 60% drop. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, so I heard there was some issue, or oh, I missed it. Oh my goodness. You see why I have those volumes? Look at this. This is the same as with Worldcoin. It was they were trying, they couldn't come back, retest of this level, short, stop loss, I missed it. Oh my goodness. And this whole move to the downside. Wow. And I strongly believe here is the POC probably. Value at a high. Okay, that's enough. So this previous range volume didn't accept. You see this rejection? Didn't accept, and we saw this rejection. How does it stand on the 15-minute candle? I think it's way too risky to long this. Zcash is really wild token. But let's maybe put this POC mark it on the chart, and let's see how it goes. Maybe it will give us some trade setup. Okay, let's mark it POC. Okay, let's put an alert 137. If we see a nice reaction at this level, it might be a really nice long trade. However, this might also be enough. Let's see on the smaller time frame, how does it look like? Yeah, definitely I'm not risking. No trade is also a trade. It's better to protect your money than gambling it on the coin which is moving 60% in 2 days to the downside. So BTC, still we see we close below the, it's called the pocket locally area. We made a week on the previous 30-minute candle. Locally we took out the local liquidity. Let me show you. See, liquidity sweep of this high, and it might still dump more to the downside. 60,652, and yeah, that might be it. So on BTC, I will play longs on the sign of strength. Sign of strength is changing market structure. As you can see now, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, possible lower high, maybe lower low. If I see a nice rejection from here, I might take a long, but I'm already in short, so to be honest with you, I will be just hedging. So if I see a nice reaction over here, I will open a nice long with shorts running, and then I will set stop loss at break even at my short, so I will close them at the sign of strength. So this is the plan. And Ethereum, as I mentioned before, it's fairly simple. I don't look for any longs on Ethereum until I see 1,384. You can even see the short moving average on Ethereum is pushing us down. There is no mercy here, and especially that stock market is looking a little bit heavy as well. Let's see ES. Yeah, ES is looking much better than Nasdaq, that's for sure. Yeah, so I told you Worldcoin, I don't have a trade plan now. We rejected again from 55 cents, as I mentioned to you before. Daily level, it's already tapped. It's already okay. You see, we created a resistance even below 55 cents with a test of this level. Now we created resistance. It's already tested today. Yeah, let's see. If you look on the smaller time frame, it looks like we are ranging. Like, I will show you how it looks like. I will treat this as a range. This was fake out, and we are still ranging. So we need to see what will happen if we, since we have confirmed range over here, we are in this volume. Once we break out of this volume, so the same as on BTC, yeah, you see how this range holds us here and here. No mercy at all. If we see close above, preferably with a change of market structure retest, then I can see continuation. If we break below with the retest, then I will entertain a short. With stop loss I will define later. I have no plan at the moment because it's too volatile. As you can see, even USDT dominance, look at this, everyone is sell. But positive thing is we have this It also is very technical chart. We are also very close to the range high. So this was the range low, maybe this. Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, we are ranging everywhere. Even on the USDT dominance chart, we might still be here and range here until the October, where I expect some moves starting to happen. And Litecoin $44. Oh my goodness, look at this price. I heard some things that Mythos, this from Claude, did something with Zcash, and that's why the price of the Zcash dropped that much. So maybe that's the reason. Look at this. Litecoin has a very clean chart, in my opinion. Resistance, support. Okay, this is the accumulation or distribution range we created since 2022. So from the accumulation theory, to start moving up, we need to take this low, $40. If we see take out of this level, come back, then we might believe that we can start moving higher. But as of now, it's still, there is no need to do anything. We need to wait and see first what is going to happen around $40. And if we take out this level, then what we can do on Litecoin, what we could do, maybe retest of this high, why not, or at least maybe take out of this high. So if we will position ourselves correctly, we can even expect 300% move to the upside. So patience is key in every market. Also very nice market to invest in. I invested some in week 20. This is the Polish stock market. I will tell you why I was interested in it. It was a very boring market since 2008. This was like the huge accumulation zone. We were creating a lot of very wild price action, but how you can watch it, look, this was the low, this was the high. So here, if you didn't break this low, and here, this can give you, and the time it took to create it, and especially if you look not just purely on the chart, on the Poland as a country, it's a very strong country in Europe. So you might ask yourself why we are still at this price level, like which was in 98 or 2000, or like 2008 was here. So why the country has developed so much? So in the smaller liquidity markets, the time is crucial for all participants to accumulate as much as possible. So this was like the first wave in the bigger wave structure, and then it was like the second wave corrective, and also on the smaller time frame, first wave, second wave, third wave. Third wave is always the most explosive. When I started to see these explosive moves, I already knew we are in the third wave, because this is the characteristics of the third wave. And once we broke this high, it was the confirmation, and here as well. Now you can see this crazy pump to the upside. I do believe, of course, it's not financial advice, that we might go to this area on week 20. Yes, definitely this is the area worth to go by this index. Okay guys, so let's take a look before I wrap up. Let's take a look at Ethereum, at BTC. what it's doing. Oh my goodness, this internet today is very slow. Now you can see like we started moving down again, and at every level they will show you something to tweak you into believing that this is the low. This is now, but I mentioned to you also in the beginning of the video, this golden pocket of this whole move, you see this first wave, we kinda reclaimed it. You see, we reclaimed it, and now we see a move up. So we might go for the range high, 64,736. But I'm keeping my shorts for now. Let's see how it goes. I will update you today or tomorrow in the next video. Thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you so much. See you on the next one.